Okay, welcome back. This is day 4. Lesson title is Chewing Tobacco Use. This is lesson plan 4. Date is May 8th, 2013, time 8 a.m. National Health Education Standards I'll be using today is 1, 3, and 4. Students will comprehend concepts related to health promotion and disease prevention to enhance health. Students will demonstrate the ability to access valid information, products, and services to enhance health. And standard number 4, students will demonstrate the ability to use interpersonal communication skills to enhance health or reduce health risks. National Health Education Standards Performance Indicators. We're going to provide thorough knowledge in order to enhance health. So they're going to provide thorough knowledge of what they know about chewing tobacco use by the end of the lesson. Then the students will demonstrate the ability to apply decision-making skill to resolve conflict in order to benefit from the situation and being a thorough problem solver. Value outcomes. Students will express what chewing tobacco is. Students will know some of the health risk factors using chewing tobacco. You can't read that says chewing health risk factors. Then students will realize the importance of what could happen when using chewing tobacco. So what I'm going to have them do is I'm going to have them look up, personal story on the web, what would happen if they use chewing tobacco. Students will provide a list of diseases that are linked with chewing tobacco. So I want a list of diseases that is linked with chewing tobacco. This could go with going online, finding a statistic or facts about what causes or what diseases are caused by chewing, and the site has to be credible. Description of strategy, explaining what chewing tobacco is. I will assign each student a partner and have them conduct research about chewing tobacco. They're gonna them and their partner, they're gonna go to the computer lab. We're gonna research chewing tobacco. Chewing health risk factors. That's what I want them to know about. I want them to know about the outcome of the use. I want them to know list of diseases that comes with chewing. And once we pretty much, because this will be a short lesson, once they find out, chewing tobacco, health risks, outcome of use, list of diseases in regards, linked with chewing, each student and their partner, they're going to present in front of the class their findings, and it might get pretty boring because students might find the same things and stuff like that. I want the students after every student presents their project or their research or their findings about chewing tobacco, I want each group, to come up to the whiteboard or blackboard, as you can see, and I want them to write down, a risk factor, something maybe out of the ordinary that they found. What I want to do after that, after every group writes down a risk factor, I want to discuss a little bit to the class about risk factors, and the dangers of chewing tobacco and stuff like that. Just general basic information as an educator teaching their students. After that, we're going to go back, or maybe we'll even go before we present our research. I want the students to find a list of diseases that is linked with chewing tobacco. I want students to, research And again, find a credible site. I want that. I'll express that, and I won't express that enough. Find a credible site that, and they probably should ask me before they use their site. I want, that's a good idea. I want them to show me the site that they're using in order to find their information. So again, we're gonna find a list of diseases. Maybe provide a statistic or two linking diseases with chewing tobacco. After that, we're going to discuss our findings with the list of diseases as a group. Maybe I'll have each group share, one disease that is linked with chewing tobacco. I'm sure that, once again, it'll get pretty boring. You might find the same things. And, sorry, someone just came in. You might find a list of, I'm off topic. Anyways, list of diseases, provide statistics, and I want a credible website that they use. So here, for materials needed, they're going to need a computer, they're going to need a pen and paper to jot down. We might need a printer, as in regards with all the other lesson plans, to print out our stuff, our research, our findings, stuff like that. For formative evaluation benchmarks, I want them to be able to identify what chewing tobacco is. I don't know if you heard me. I want them to identify what chewing tobacco is. I want them to display a basic general knowledge of information. Students are able to identify health risks of using chewing tobacco. So there again, dangers of using it. And we got the health risk factors. And then, after we discuss, the list of diseases as well. And we'll talk a little bit about that in the class, talk about these. That's what I want them to know about. I want them to instill that in their mind. Students were able to provide a list of diseases that link with chewing tobacco. Students were able to engage with their partner and conduct thorough research in an orderly manner. So I want no problems with the partner I assign you, and depends how I feel. I might ask them to find their own partners, or I might just assign them, 1 through 10 or 1 through 15, and you find your same number. So numbering off 1, 2, 3, go find 1, 2, 3. That's what I mean by that. Points of emphasis. I want the students to be able to explain what chewing tobacco is. I want them to explain the health risks, these right here, dangers, health risk factors, and diseases. And I want them to explain, why, give me an opinion why they think chewing tobacco is bad. And as middle schoolers, they should all know that this right here is why using chewing tobacco is bad. That's all for my lesson plan number 4. The lesson title was Chewing Tobacco. Date May 8th. Middle school students, 30 of them. Thank you.